According to the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, there are around 55 licensed alligator farms in the state.
TWILA's Keely Dillon takes us to Abbeville, where visitors from Kansas Farm Bureau learned how those operations run.
When we say Farm Bureau family, we don't just mean the one in Louisiana. Last week, Kansas Farm Bureau members traveled down south to check out Louisiana's agriculture. One of the stops on their tour was an alligator farm in Vermilion Parish. Matthew Segura is a third-generation alligator farmer and now manages his family's unique operation. He says every day is different than the one before, and he couldn't imagine doing anything else.
It's funny, I find almost, Farm Bureau people from around the country and around the state actually seem to almost get more impressed by it than just regular people. Most people, a lot of people really aren't as impressed, but then you find people who are farmers themselves, but they have rice or they have corn or something up north, something different, or cattle, and they tell them, oh, I'm an alligator farmer. Then more times than not, the questions just start coming and they're just completely amazed. So it's always fun for me. I kind of, it almost never gets old talking about what I do.
Harvesting season is in August, so as you can see, the incubators are empty. They're in the middle of the grading process now, which means Segura and his team are closely inspecting the skins.
I'll measure it across the belly by centimeters to determine the width, and then I'll assign it a grade based on quality. So really we're trying to kill as many number ones as possible, because that's perfect or almost perfect, and that's full price. Number 2 is like slightly blemished, so that'll be like a 30% discount. And then, number 3, really bad, it's like 50% discount, but we try not to harvest any of those if we can.
Once they're inspected by Wildlife and Fisheries, the gators are ready to be packed and shipped. Segura says that Louis Vuitton is one of their biggest customers, and most of their skins, like the ones in this crate, are sent overseas to Singapore or Italy. However, 5% of what hatches gets released back into the marsh.
So what we try to do is we look for the ones that they might have blemishes on their belly or something that wouldn't be good for a leather product, but they're still a healthy alligator, so we can release them back to the wild. They'll survive, because that's still kind of the when the alligator farming industry started, it was done for conservation.
Reporting from Abbeville for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm Keely Dillon.